Okay, we're back, and welcome to Warhammer 2 Total War. Let's continue our Chaos Dwarf campaign. Last time we had, finally, after a lot of running around and effort, on my part, dealt with Deathmaster Snicht and Clan Rictus. We've also gotten a piece with the Great Rictus clan nest, who I'm looking at attacking at some point. However, we've got a bigger issue at the moment in the form of, Malus Darkblade. Well, I guess not too big now, because we did take out his main army and also take his capital from him last time, so we've just got two smaller settlements to take. Then what? I guess we'd have to hunt down the, Black Arcs, which are floating around in the ocean there. But that will give us a nice, yet another region to generate income from. We also have a second army up, led by Zoltan, is it? Yeah, Zartan, not Zoltan. Which is primarily slaves, because my income was low at the time. However, it's quite high now, so we might actually start swapping it over for units which are quite a bit better than just Goblin Slaves. We have a unit of Devastators. Wouldn't mind having a few more of those. Also some more Chaos Dwarf Warriors. Maybe one more of those. Also some Kadai Fireborn. I'll try and go a bit lighter on the artillery in this army. I can't guarantee we'll have no artillery in it, because I do like having it in case we go up against sieges.
Ridiculous.
There's Admiral Leech.
You waste my time.
And you're down there. No slaves here. That's good. Got slaves going into Noblar country. Plain of Bones has slaves there. Good. What have we got? Oh, I don't have Shattered Cove. That's right. Because we're not at war with, what's it called? Karakazul, whose relations with us are actually improving. Could you believe that? Because we're being at war with the Dark Elves and the Skaven so much. So they're actually thinking we're not that bad not that bad of a chap. Nice. What is this? This is the... Is it expanded roster Chaos Dwarves? Yes. Let's see. Yep, expanded roster Chaos Dwarves by Decomposed, Tenet, Chrysord, and Twitchy. I'll link it in chat. I am playing it with a secondary mod, which OVN Chaos Dwarf Factions, which is located on the Steam page I just linked. Because I play with OVN Lost Factions as well, so it just integrates it with that a bit better. I don't know exactly how. Let me just have a look. Option sub mod requires mixed news unlocker. Yes, Chaos Dwarf expanded roster over Lost Factions. Chaos Dwarves are only present in Mortal Empires campaign. Yep, so just allows some compatibility between them, I suppose. But yes, anyway. So we'll sit in Dreadrock for a while.
You dare!
Yep, I'll replace some of your guys. Don't actually have a way to recruit artillery from you, do we? No. What's this do? 25% income for slaves. Yeah, no, I don't really want to get rid of that. Get rid of this. Public order +5, +2 in neighbouring provinces. I think we can get rid of this. We've got two others. Though the recruitment cost reduction is really nice, -20%. I don't know whether that stacks though.
Spread ruin on them.
Whatever. We'll get rid of that. We're getting Darkhold Slave Dungeon and Mingol there.
Yes, my ruinous powers.
Dread Rock.
For all.
Yeah, we're getting walls and the corruption building. And research. What was I going to do? Because we just spent 10,000 on that. I could spend another 20,000 for the pledge to Dark Gods, but let's maybe do some of this. Let's see. Dark Standards. +5 leadership for Chaos Dwarf units. Aspirations for greatness. 1,000 Twisted Blessings. That gives melee defense charge bonus and weapon strength for Chaos Dwarf Chaos Trolls. Bull Centaurs and Bull Centaur unit. I guess by Chaos Trolls there it means Lava Trolls, because I don't think we can get Chaos Trolls. Oh, here we go. I was looking for this last time. Yeah, so we can actually get Hobgoblin Lords now. And we have 2 different types, it seems. Pelt Shamans and Great Khans. Was this just updated? Let me have a look at that old Discord. Updates. Because I tried to look for this last time, but I didn't see... Also, something else is that the update, Creative Assemblies update for Warhammer 2 Total War came out. But it's a very minor one. And I don't think it doesn't really affect us at all. What's it called? The Twisted and Twilight update. It just fixes some things. Forest health, scaling, diplomacy, whatever that is. To starting position. And aerial multiplayer desync. So it's just a few things mostly related to the Wood Elves. If I have a look... Actually, would it be under... No, it wouldn't be... What am I doing? It wouldn't be under OVN Lost Factions. It would be under, Expanded Rosters. Jakey's not taking over everything. And I can check that by looking under modding news. Or is it like under modding updates? Whatever. Anyway. Important thing, we can get Hobgoblin Lords. Of either melee or ranged. Or of spellcasters, I guess. I don't know what lore they have. Maybe I should recruit one to have a look. Yeah, sure. Also, did something else happen with their skill trees? Maybe not. Sure, let's have a look at a Hobgoblin Lord. Let's get Knack Coalfire. So, what have you got? You have Ambusher. Yep. Nasty Skulker. Dodgy Geezer. Burden of the Meek. Respect can be hard enough to earn when you aren't 4 feet tall, but from small beginnings can come great things. Minus 10% campaign movement range. Plus 50% upkeep for Chaos Dwarf Warriors, Vernal Guard, Berserkers, Acolytes, and Immortal units. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. Because it's Hobgoblin, you know, and Chaos Dwarves don't want to be led by a stinking Hobgoblin. So this forces you to either get Hobgoblin units or Slave units. Iron Demon, Colossus, and Chaos Siege Giants. You can get Trolls. You can also... That also wouldn't include Lamassu and Great Taurus. I don't think. What's this? Great Shamanic Khan. The secret and rare magics of the green-skinned slaves can somewhat harness. I think it's missing a B there. Can be somewhat harnessed by those who ascertain respect and admiration, and with the patience to learn. Campaign movement range plus 20%, minus 30% upkeep for slaves, minus 20% upkeep for Black Orc mercenaries and Lamasu units. Okay, that's nice. Cutthroat Khan. Maintaining power can be done in various ways. Fears of assassination and torture is certainly one way. Poison attacks, 10% ambush success chance. Minus 30% recruitment cost for Hobgoblin, Bolt Throwers, and Wolf Raiders. Minus 30% upkeep for Hobgoblin Cutthroats, Sneaky Gets, Wolf Raiders, Hobhound, Ravager units. We should make an army of Hobgoblins. We haven't seen them too much. Minus 20% upkeep for Lamasu, Lava Trolls, and Great Taurus units. Attribute Snipe, Stalk, and Attribute Snipe. Would that be useful for him? Snipe's only if you're ranged. I guess that would be really only useful for the Lord one. I can't tell whether he has a ranged attack.
The tribe's ready.
What's this? Greatest of the Khans. All finally know your worth, but much more is still to be proven. Plus 6 character or leadership effect, plus 20% range. Discouraged effect on leadership. Minus 25% upkeep for all units, Lord's Army. Minus 25% recruitment cost, plus 5 melee attack, Lord's Army. Perfect vigor and immune psychology. Looking forward to Total Warhammer 3. I am too. I'm sort of I mean, you know, I'm keeping myself keeping myself on the level feeling for it. Instead of just waiting on more information, because we've got, what, a trailer to go off of? And a few bits here and there, so it'll be interesting to get when we start getting more concrete details. Hello, welcome. Is this Chaos Dawi? It is Chaos Dwarfs from the expanded roster mod. So also welcome. I try not to let myself get, you know, overtaken by hype for a new game coming out. Because, well, back in 2004, a Mech 4 who was very enthusiastic for Oblivion. When that came out, let's say, it was enjoyable, but not to the degree which reading up on message boards and all that built it up to be. So, you know, temper expectations. It'll probably be good, but you know, you don't want to get it too unreasonable. Happy with the Demons in Cathay? I am too. Cathay was unexpected. I will say, I was expecting Ogre Kingdoms and Chaos Dwarfs in the trailer. That they're not there, maybe a bit disappointing. However, I think Creative Assembly, what they're doing, was unexpected, and I'm grateful for that. At least. And anyway, I think they've done a good job with everything else so far, so I think it's fine if they want to do something in another way. What's this? Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, jeez, 3 people. Watch Tech, Animeno, and Safin. Thank you very much. Why are they chaotic? Let's see. Knowledge of lore. You're putting it to the test. Okay, so the dwarves had the Karaz Angkor, which was their underground empire, which spread throughout the mountains. I believe at a point in the past, the Lizardmen, was it Lord Croak? Was it Mazdamundi? Someone cast a big spell which caused the mountains to all crumble and get broken up. And the dwarves, which were in the east, in the Darklands, got separated from the rest of the dwarves. And in such an inhospitable land, to survive, they ended up turning to worshipping Hashut, which is a minor chaos god. And they sort of have a big grudge against the dwarves who the Chaos Dwarves see the other dwarves as having abandoned them when they needed them, so they've got a lot of animosity between them. And the normal dwarves don't like the Chaos Dwarves because they've turned from ancestor worship and also started using magic, as well as using demons and binding them to machines and all that, so. There's some really nice armies out there for the Chaos Dwarves. There's a real curveball. Let's just add all of Asia to the map. I'll be interested to see how much they actually do, how far they expand the map for all that. A lot of time the Chaos Dwarves, Chaos Boys showed up at the normal dwarves and normal army were like, bitch, you better fucking leave. Yeah, I seem to remember one part of, one of the, Gotrek and Felix books, and I think Felix mentions the Chaos Dwarves at one point, and all the dwarves are just like, they just glare at him. Not even like angrily shouting at him, it's just like, can you dare? No one mentions them. Anyway. What else have we got here? Zharr Shaman Khan. Khan of the Volcano tribes, well known and well respected by the Dawi Zharr and the Dark Father. There's something else I'd be interested to see what Creative Assembly do. The Hobgoblins, because they're heavily factored in with the Chaos Dwarves. They're a greenskin race, which kind of like the Chaos Dwarves. All the greenskins don't like Hobgoblins because the Hobgoblins backstabbed the greenskins when. Oh, what is it? Greenskins are one of the major slaves used by the Chaos Dwarves. There was a big slave revolt where it might have been the same one where the Black Orcs, which were created by Chaos Dwarves, ended up breaking free and moving over to the west. But in the slave revolt, the Hobgoblins actually turned around and backstabbed the Greenskins and sided with the Chaos Dwarves. So all the Greenskins don't like the Hobgoblins because of that. Let's see, you get flaming attacks, 25% armor piercing missile damage, 50% armor piercing weapon damage. Again, missiles. He doesn't have a missile attack. Minus 25% upkeep for Chaos Dwarf. Oh, okay. How much does that overcome that? 50%. Okay, so they're still going to cost more if you get this, upkeep-wise, but not as much. That's good. Because it's like, you can imagine the Chaos Dwarves would maybe be a bit more receptacle to going under high leading Hobgoblin, but they still wouldn't necessarily like it. Looks like a normal yellow tree. You've got, a modified Lore of Little Law. You have Sneaky Stabbin', Vindictive Glare, Itchy Nuisance, Flaming Sword of Ruin, that's different. Invasion, Night Shroud, Fireball. Okay, so you don't get the Curse of the Bad Moon. What's the other one which is there? Hold on. Where is it? Also, for people just joining, I am playing with quite a few mods. Too many to go over. None which majorly changed the balance of the game. Just really ones which add new lords and factions. So, this is why there's a lot of laws here. Things like Kislev. And there's some for minor clans of Skaven and Lore of Jin for Araby. What do they get? Sneaky Stabbing, Vindictive Glare. Gork will fix it. That's what is missing. Yep. Okay. Oh, may you post a link to the map? Yep. That should be fine. Links are allowed. As long as they're, nothing terrible. Thank you for asking first. I appreciate that. What's this? Stalker. I Spy was my BDI, something that needs to be killed. Deadeye. Again, a buffs for spells. For ranged attacks, but he doesn't have ranged attack. Slippery. Inspiring Presence. There's some unique red tree skills here. Get back here and smash them faster. Route Marcher, Raider, Looter, Ravager, Lightning Strike, Mob Boss, Tribes of Chaos. Got Horde growth. Don't think he's a Horde. No. Okay, that's just a Horde over. Right, well, guess I'll build you up. I think I've got a Hobgoblin building over here. I do. I have a Grob Zaz. Ooh, you get the underway. Not surprising, really. Yeah, I'll get Great Shamanic Khan. Shamanic? And we'll go for Greatest Khans. Blocked by a skill, Great Shamanic Khan. Will I be able to get that now? Maybe I have to wait a turn. Anyway. Sure. Ambusher, Dodgy Geezer. Get spells for you. Itchy Nuisance. Flaming Sword of Ruin's pretty good. We'll get Sneaky Stabbing as well. There we go. Map. Is that the one from the trailer, or? You're just replenishing your losses. Get some slaves in your army. There we go. And I'll get for research Masters of Slavery. The slave masters need fresh blood to labor, as their empire always hungers to expand more. Okay, and we'll end turn. Let's see whether Malus ends up making more trouble for us. We took his capital, so he shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's also Khalida, who declared war on us quite a few turns ago, but she hasn't done anything. Oh, I think, did people ask where the Chaos Dwarfs start? They start in this settlement up here, Ash Ridge Mountains. I was going to get here Drazgrungron. And I will jump you over there to Big Barter, and we'll upgrade that. What does the 4th level get? Black Orc Mercenaries, Hobhound Ravagers. Okay. Can we get... No.
Destruction for all.
Okay.
For chaos.
Warhack 2, hack harder. You can have... Don't look at me like that. I had suggested names. So we have Warhack 2, hack harder, and Hacker War 3. Who's the 3rd iteration because the previous 2 have died. Unfortunately. Let's go over to the Shattered... Don't ask. Can I jump over there? No.
Ready.
Okay, let's go get this point of interest. That's from a mod... what's it called? Land Encounters, I think it is. It adds the little treasure troves, but on land. So, it's pretty neat. Just little things to go for around the map. They can kind of build up a little bit, but... there's a bit more variety. Can I call the next one Unkillable too? Well, I'll probably recruit another one, so if people have any suggestions, then sure. As long as they're not rude or anything, I'll take suggestions for names for heroes. Oh, pardon me, just having some tea. Azag declares a war against Beckhafen.
Spread ruin on them.
Okay.
Yes, my ruinous powers.
You can get Earl Castellan. Gonna be melee. Up your melee defense.
Now is chaos.
And I'll send you that way.
Now.
So you can fight against
Dog wants me over there.
Rictus clan nest. And let's get some hobgoblins in this army. So hobgoblins are basically goblins. They all have this ability, Backstabbers, where they get a slight bonus to their stats while they're winning. That's actually interesting. What's that? Duration is 15 seconds and lasts, and the cooldown is 5 seconds. So they'll constantly have it while they're winning combat. Wouldn't it be easier just to have it as a constant effect while winning? Maybe if that was the case, it would turn off as soon as they stop winning. Whereas this one, if they're winning and then they stop winning, they still fight a bit harder. I don't know. They also have expendable and some magic resistance. Also hide in forests. And hobgoblin wolf raiders. And we can also get a bolt thrower. Okay, I'll get some cutthroats, I get some enforcers, I get some wolf raiders, and I get a bolt thrower. Or two. The hobgoblins, I said before, think of them as like taller, lankier goblins. They're like... I don't actually know how tall they are. Taller than a goblin. They're probably about the size of an orc. But they're not as muscular as an orc. They're like, well, as I said, just lanky goblins.
Yes, it is so. Kill them all.
What have you got here? Pretty much nothing. Let's just auto resolve that.
We will seek bloody vengeance.
Sure you will. Get here. Let's get the barrack. Upgrade that. Upgrade that.
Now is chaos.
Get Gehenna's Golden Hounds. Warhack. You can get... What's your army mostly made up of? Random assortment of stuff. Primarily artillery. Sure, let's get Doomfire. I'll most likely end up giving you a Dreadquake mortar. Because I do like those.
They will be dominated.
Can you
You have
jump
my
into there?
favor. Yes. it
And
is
just
so.
run over to there. Go get rid of some of your slaves and I'll recruit something a bit better in there. Let's see, we'll get rid of 3 and we'll get the unit of Zealot Berserkers, Infernal Guard, and I'll get... would like more ranged, so we'll get a unit of Devastators.
Now they'll see.
You're recruiting that.
The tribe's ready. I'm special.
That's fine. Yep, okay.
Fool.
You could jump over to there.
Ruin.
Preposterous.
Hello, Malus. What have you got here? Sea Dragon's Teeth. Okay, just generates income. Oh, you don't actually have any recruitment buildings there. So you're just going to be building, like, Dread Spears or something. Okay. Cult of Pleasure gets a military alliance with Naggrund. Once we deal with Malus, we'll go around, deal with Karak Azul up there, and then we'll go attack characters all the hold over here.
You have my favor.
Go here, get this. It's also blades, okay. And Varg's Beast Trainer. When Varg's Skulltaker fell in battle, he left behind some really useful retainers. Okay. Not really for any units which we have.
Onward to destruction.
Sit there. And you can get a Hobgoblin Khan. Let's see. Yeah, get Garak Stonefoot. What do you have? You can get a Giant Wolf, Veteran Scouter. Leadership Aura size 10% Vanguard deployment. You can get Master Cutthroat. Gives you Foe Seeker, Stalk, Monster Tamer, 25% bonus versus large. That's pretty nice. Poisoned attacks and -2% upkeep for Lamassu, Lava Trolls, and Great Taurus. Icon gives you Sundering attacks, +3 leadership for Hobgoblin Enforcers, Bolt Throwers, and Wolf Raiders. Oh, just for Hobgoblins, sure. Because it's splitting it up by ranged and melee. And recruit rank for those. Champion of Slaves. Leadership +3 for slave units, +2 melee defense for slave units, and also gives him rage. Usual usual yellow tree, and oh, it's got damaged walls. That's nice. Okay. Can I give you anything? I'll give you that, I suppose. Gambler's armor is a bit good. I'll give you the Shield of Tolos. And do you have a mount? I don't think I saw a mount up here. No. Okay. Yeah. Give you that. And a Crown of Command. Tath Coalfire. That's you. I'll give you Flaming Sword of Ruin. I can rename you, actually. What was it? Unkillable 2. Okay. There we go. The first one will be a mystery forever.
Spread ruin on them.
No one talks about him. Do I want a Death Shrieker? A Great Taurus or something. How's my income? 2,187. Kadai Destroy. Lamassu. Let's get a Kadai Destroy. We haven't seen one of those
Destruction for all.
in this playthrough. And we'll upgrade this to a Haraz. Called Haraz Grungron. And I can actually recruit 2 of you. Yeah, I'll get you. I'll get Drazhoath Silverhair. They have Chaos Dwarf sounding names. Because I don't think you can separate the names based on race. I think I remember people saying that you could only do that based on the gender of a character. Let's see, Malus. Oh, you have actually some impressive units. Blackguards of Naggrund. Argoneth Executioners, Dread Spears, Shades, Caldwell Dread Knights, Repeater Crossbow, a Black Dragon Warhider, and some Harpies. And also another Lord. And you have your... pardon me. You have your, Black Arc in range. Fine. Let's go. deal with you then. Actually, a nice hill which we can set up over there. Those shades are a bit worrying because they're going to be sneaky. It's going to be like Clan Rictus all over again. I won't be able to shoot them until they get really close. Okay, start deployment. With our 2 Hell Cannons. Our Magma Cannon. Our Death Shriek of Rocket Launchers. Malus through there. Iron Demon War Engine. Goblin Slaves there and there. Orc Slaves can go there. Yeah, you can be positioned behind them. Hobgoblin Cutthroats. We don't have to worry about menace from below, which is nice. You spread out there. You go there. You go behind them. Our Bull Centaurs can go there. You can actually position yourself there.
I command here.
Are you going to get hit by artillery? No. Okay. Hold ground. And there. Babasu, summon your feral wyvern. There we go. Just go over our units again for people. So we've got our artillery. Hell cannons. We've also got a unique hell cannon, the Soul of Damnation. We have our Death Shriek of rocket launchers. Well, they're reskinned cannons, but they shoot rockets, which are pretty powerful. Our Magma Cannons, which are like the flame cannons of the Dwarves, but again, I think they're a bit more powerful. More Death Shriekers. Here's some Hobgoblins. These are just like goblins. I think they're a bit bigger. We have our Zealot Berserkers, which are Chaos Dwarf variant of Slayers. More anti-infantry than anti-large, though. We have our Infernal Guard, which I guess they're a version... They're like Longbeards. Except they don't have Encourage. All Chaos Dwarf units have the Relentless, which means that they move a bit faster. Chaos Dwarf specifically. Not the Slaves, they don't have that. So they move a bit faster. They have charge defense versus large, 50% magic resistance, 40% fire resistance. We've also got the ones with fire glaze, which are just great axes. I think on the tabletop, the fire glaive is like... It's like a great axe with a gun built into it. So it's like a dual purpose weapon, but that's not really something that you can do in Total War Warhammer, so... I have flaming attacks here. What is armor piercing? Yeah. How much is that? 27 armor piercing. We have our Bull Centaur Bahals, which are Centaurs with Chaos Dwarf beards. Look pretty neat. There's a Regiment of Renown one as well. And we have these ones, which are the Bull Centaur Renders. On the tabletop, these would look more like a Chaos Dwarf stuck on a bull body. So a lot stockier. With hooves. Impressive hats on some of those gunners at the cannons. You mean like this? Yeah. I really do like the hats for the Chaos Dwarves. I hope Creative Assembly leaves them when they do them. Some of these have got impressive hats. You can see them like that. I know it looks a bit ridiculous. If you don't want them on all of the units, I feel maybe only just the leaders should have them, or like the higher ranking units. You just have the big hats. I don't know. Personally, I like them. We've got our Slave Ogres, which are enlarged dwarves. These are like Ogre Kingdom's ogres. These are quite good. Very nice hitters. We have our Goblin Slaves. They're so short they can barely see through the grass. They have no armor. Well, they have 25 armor. I think that's from a buff we've got. Yeah. Not very good. Melee attacks actually are pretty good, and melee defense 29-20. Better than Skaven slaves and zombies. Orc slaves. Iron Demon War Engine. It's a steam tank, but it's got 2 shotguns built into it. A big one in the main cannon and a little one on the turret. It's quite good at destroying clustered units. We've also got our Lord up here on his Manticore. Not Manticore, he's our Bull Taurus mount. What's his name? Warhack? Yeah, Warhack. And we have our Lamasu. Which, again, it would be like a Lamasu is like a sphinx-like creature. I don't know whether it has the body of a bull, but it would have the face or the head of a Chaos Dwarf. So, hence the Chaos Dwarf beard. It's also more powerful when we have large amounts of magic on the battlefield. It also has a breath attack, sorceress exhalation, as well as causing terror. So there's attuned to magic, so it's like the phoenixes in that regard. And we use the ability Honeyed Words, which spawns a feral wyvern. So we have another flying creature to go along with us. It costs 10 winds of magic to use that. But I think that's fine for another flyer. Okay, and what have they got? Well, the Chaos Dwarf. Not Chaos Dwarves, Dark Elves. They've got Dark Elves and a dragon, and they're going to get blown up because of our artillery. I'm sorry to say, this is not magic. This is a lot of boom. Boom. What are you shooting at? Shoot that. Shoot them. There's our Magma Cannons. Kaboom. Iron Demon War Engine with the shotguns. What are you doing? How do you miss with a how do you miss with a hell cannon? We can also cast some magic. Which is nice to have. Charge there. You get over there. Get over here. No, they've got their what's it called? Black Arc. That doohickey. So the Death Shriekers, they like hit with a rocket, then they have little secondary explosions which blast off of it, which are quite nice. You what? Oh, you sods. Get off there.
Take this, mortals! To your seat!
Vroom.
That is not a mortal concern!
Get off my artillery, you sods.
Fight to destroy!
Ow, what happened to you? Why are you all dead?
To greatness!
Did one of my units shoot you? Oh, well.
Imbibe their souls!
Moving fast!
Come on, I want you to
Moving fast!
deal with Malus there.
Deliver slaughter. Reap their soul.
And shoot that dragon.
My God's call.
Well, there we go.
Corn's bloody glory.
Get out of here, Malus. Lots of kaboom, you like it? I have to say, I'm rather a fan of all the artillery myself. And this isn't even the biggest boom we get. Sure, it could say it's possibly a little overpowered. I would agree with you. But, eh. I'm not going to complain too much. When I complain, things get nerfed. Other times I played, like, Araby while they're getting developed, and the mod author for that, Shaky Rivers, was like, oh yeah, this is overpowered, he reduces it, takes all my fun away. I remember the first time I played as the Halflings, I had kind of a silly economy. You could just stack, like, upkeep, income increase buildings everywhere. Can't do that anymore. Sad. Oh well. What do I want? Sacrifice. Put to chains. Only a tad lore friendly. Well, the Chaos Dwarfs do focus on artillery, so it's lore friendly. They have these things. Yeah. Chaos Dwarfs are kind of interesting because they're like dwarves, but like the actual dwarf units are lower in number, and they make up for that with the slaves, and then they have the artillery. And they have the Devastators, which are like the which are blunderbuss units rather than thunderers. So
They will be dominated.
get scouting. And you can get Doomfire. 2.
Fool,
Can I recruit a unit into your army? No.
you dare.
We can just attack.
Why? Bring
We took some
them to
casualties,
ruin.
but we can deal with this. Want another faction based on artillery? I can recommend the Clan Vulcan or minor clans of Skaven. They're fun. They're Skaven, but they're focused on poison wind globes. So you just put all the gas dot on the enemies while they're behind the walls. Gets kind of ridiculous if it hasn't changed since I played as them. That. Get that. Go. Do we have a better hill? Got these trees in the way there. Kind of there, I suppose.
Nurgle's pestilent glory. Slay every mortal. Corn's bloody
I guess we'll
glory.
bunch them up like this. There's slaves, you can move out there. Move there. Now I'm hoping we'll deal with them all before they hit my kind of diminished front lines.
I am channeling. Demonhood is mine. Chaos sorcerer.
Malus is here as well.
Slay every mortal.
I'm not too concerned about him.
Chaos comes.
Hold ground.
Chaos.
There we go. And you stop battle, summon your feral wyvern.
Chaos
Okay, also there's still going to be the Black Arc, so actually I'm not gonna just sit back and watch. I have to direct them a bit more than that, don't I? Damn trees. I kind of wish we could burn the forests in this, like in Attila. That'd be fun. Like burning settlements. Shoot those Corsairs. Oh, you tried to hit my guys there with that. Okay. Attack that. Attack that. Beta Buna them. Or Curse of Buna? Beta Buna.
I bring a tempest.
So lower their armor. Charge up there. Shoot those harpies. There's some friendly fire going on there, but oh well. Run away. Oh no, Malus is charging the front lines. Get him out of here. Charge him. Charge him. Anything still living over here? Drink a potion. Oh, he's terrified. Okay. And there we go. Continue charging them. And... good. Okay. I don't think we have to chase them down, because this is a settlement battle. 29 losses. That might have been friendly fire. Because I saw one of the Death Shriekers sent all their missiles, all their secondary missiles into my units. Oh well, it happens. Alamasu's nearly dead though. We got the most kills. Our Iron Demon with 114. Yeah, they got like, what? Malus got 2 kills. The Shade got 1 kill. Poor showing by Dark Elves.
Keep your filthy hands off!
No, it's mine. Take it all. There we go. Get that. And we will build Hashut Sacrificial Altar. You can get Scouting. And you can get Scouting as well. Unless you've got a point you can spend elsewhere, you can. Get Final Transmutation. Okay. What do I want to recruit? I think we lost our Zealot Berserker, so let's get them back.
Now is chaos.
And we'll get Tendrils of Chaos to increase the Chaos Corruption in the Dragon Isles. So we're going to have to deal with a rebellion. Already generating a lot of income for us. Why is it so much? 160, 400 for the port, 600. Yeah, okay, it's just from the settlements and the ports. Quite a bit. And for that, that's 400. Actually, it's the same. 200, 400, 800. Okay. You can hop in there. You can hop in there. Let's get... What have we got? We've got Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders. Wolf Raider Archers. Get 2 of you. Get another Bolt Thrower.
The tribe's ready.
That's fine.
They will be dominated.
And... yeah, just rebelling there. Okay, end turn. Chaos Rebellion. I'm gonna have to go up and deal with them before they get all their hell cannons again. When a king asks for tribute, a wise man gives it without question. What do you want, Khalida? Peace treaty, and you want me to pay you 6,000 gold. Oh. Haven't even actually fought each other. You've just been sitting in Desolation of Nagash for however many turns.
Short-sighted.
I guess I should deal with their Black Ark. If it doesn't flee.
Never.
The gods direct me.
Oh, we can still get it.
Them out.
Yeah, I'll just auto-resolve that. Get out of here. There we go. Hag Reef is destroyed. They are? Don't they have Hag Reef up in the north?
Dominated.
Or is that only if they, if you play them as a player?
You dare.
I guess I could have lost it. It's not like I can see. No, it's owned by Naggrund. Okay. They could sell it off in an event early campaign. Right, right. Just, I don't know whether it's like, does the AI get that choice? Or if you don't play as them, do they always lose it?
Destruction for all.
You think they might? Not too sure though. Okay. What's the upkeep for these going to be? 280. We haven't gotten any of these. Acolytes of Hushut. They're a small unit of anti-large dwarves. They have halberds, dark forged weapons, magical attacks. I'm piercing 2. 26 bonus versus large. But yeah, I did want. I do want some of those Hobhound Ravagers, but it will be a while till we can get them. Now, what are they? Cavalry. Very fast, shielded, expendable, vanguard deploy. Only nobles of the Mongol Khanate are permitted to ride the carefully domesticated Hobhound. Mercenaries and forerunners of the Mongol Khanate abound in the Darklands. Okay, I guess they're more powerful wolf riders. Hobgoblin Sneaky Gits. Actually, we don't have any of those. So I'll recruit some of the Sneaky Gits. What's it say about them? Sneaky Gits fight in battle with 2 long curved knights, ideally suited for their backstabbing methods. I think that's the same as the Goblin one. Backstabbers and opportunistic murderers. Yeah, I think that's the same. Okay. Well, anyway.
I hope.
Thoric. Did we deal with you with these guys?
My axe thirsts for war.
Longbeards, dwarf warriors, thunderers, bolt throwers. We have cavalry. There's some bolt throwers. Cutthroats. What's their armor piercing? 3. Okay. Goblin Slaves, yeah, they're not going to be. And you. Armor piercing of 1. Oh, wow. They're going to be treating the dwarf armor like butter. If you're attacking butter with like a wet noodle. I guess you can make a dent in the butter if you like slap the wet noodle against the butter at the right angle to maybe cleave it in half. I don't know. On you, let's get Aura of Chaos.
Tempt me not.
Okay,
Ready.
go and attack them. Get out of here. And a nice amount of money, thank you. Or favor. Yeah, replenish my losses. There we go. Let's go up here. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Luna has returned. From more sleep. What was I getting? We got Doomfire. Any more ranged? Actually, that helps our artillery. Reload time reduction. We'll burn through our ammunition faster. But... will you be able to attack them next turn? I'll put you here, just on the border.
Now they'll see.
A rather interesting topic of conversation. How does one get through someone armor with a noodle? I think a lot of things, it depends on how determined you are.
Moving. Spread ruin on them.
We've got a lot of slaves. Let's send some more off. Yeah, we can send them off to the Black Fortress. This is a screen I haven't shown. So you get the option to send slaves off to these 3 legendary lords of the Chaos Dwarves. Drazhoath the Ashen, Rykar the Unbreakable, and Zartan the Black, who we actually have over here. Because we sent him a lot of slaves, so he was happy enough to pop over here to help us. They give different bonuses to your armies in general. Gorth the Cruel here, I think, is the one for Zartan. Gives us capacity for Demon Smiths, our spellcasters. Winds of Magic. Also unlocks some Regiments of Renown. That's how we got the Solar Damnation. Also some Lava Trolls and Bull Centaurs Bahal, the Guardians of the Tower of Zharr. Also reduces the upkeep for our slave units by a bit. But this becomes more and more expensive as you spend points in any of the trees. So that's 1,200 slaves. I think we sent off 1,100 for this. I think it starts off at 100. What do we get for this one? Hero capacity, +1 for Infernal Castellans. Didn't we already have that? Well, maybe not. Recruit rank, +1 for Infernal Guard. And Vigor loss reduction, +20% for Infernal Guard units. I guess that means that we can recruit them anywhere now. Yep. Cool. Infernal Castellans are like our captains. Or Dwarf Thanes. Enter. So let's see. If I go to war with Karak Azul, there's still Rictus clan nest up there, and I would like to deal with them. They just performed the pestilent scheme. I definitely want to get rid of them now. More plagues. And Clan Vulcan declares war on Karasa Karak and Karak Azul. Clan Vulcan is another one of the minor clan mods I have. They forget who actually did that. Was it Tom? I think it was Tom, the same who did Clan Ferric. But their Skaven clan focused on like fire attacks. Hop over here. All the true silver and money, and I will send you over here as well, as you can help the Chaos Dwarves when we attack Karak Azul. You got pestilent scheme.
What?
Do I dare attack the Skaven?
A glorifying act.
Sure.
Yes, my ruinous power.
Send you over there, and we'll get the Doom Grungron, so we can get Hell Cannons, Colossus, and our Dreadquake Mortar. Upgrade Dragon Fang Mount. That. I have to worry about Khalida sending an army across the ocean. Disembark from there. From there. From there. Also Lizardman down there, but we haven't come into contact with them. Whatever. I've never actually taken those regions. I always usually just leave Malus on the islands, and he doesn't really do much. This time he declared war on me, so I had to be more proactive in my Dark Elf swatting. Thoric's running away. Get back here.
For chaos.
For the wisdom of Valea.
I can deal with that with my hobgoblins now. I feel. Well, we're at war with Karasa Karak now.
Nasty magic's ready.
Moving through the forest, you're not.
Dominance.
It's too dense to,
You have my
I might actually... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna send you to attack it. Yeah, water disorder.
destroy.
Subjugate and slave.
Who should we attack?
And I'll send you over here.
Move.
Now.
Oh, we got a ranger standard. And we own the entire region. Spread corruption. You can get Aura of Chaos. Okay, Shattered Cove. Do we get anything unique here? No, don't abandon. Repair. Nope. That's fine. Hashut Sacrificial Altar. And we can do slave breeding to increase the income which we get.
They will be dominated.
This is going to include Clan Rictus. Oh, you actually extend all the way up there. Clan Rictus owns all this. Clan Rictus is the clan which I think starts in Seepgore over here.
Attack.
Well. Kadai destroys Unbreakable. I don't need that on you. Put that on you. Get out of here.
Unleash chaos.
Go. We'll get the walls, and we have a nice building here, which we can't build yet. Road to Zharr Naggrund, which again increases the income from slaves in this region or province. Also generates a nice amount of income.
You dare.
Skaven, get the burning head. Hard to hit. And Zartan, you can get. What have we got? Chaos Dwarfs, Slaves, Devastators, Berserkers. What's the bonuses we get from Berserkers? Ooh. Actually, it gives leadership and income from raiding for the army. Which one? Berserkers. 10% move speed. Melee defense increase. This gives weapon strength and melee defense. And this one gives melee attack and... Yep. Yeah, get Dark Mountain Denizens. I'd actually recruit another lord. I might recruit another... let me get a Hobgoblin Great Khan, because I want to see whether they have a ranged attack. And I'll get you this one. Garrick Burnt Step.
What you want?
You do have a ranged attack, okay. So we could get Cutthroat Khan on you. Ambusher. Route Marcher. I think a Doom's not useful. Oh no, that is actually kind of useful. That's local province, that's not a... I thought this was for, horde growth. It's not. Charge bonus increase for slaves, also a leadership increase. That really helped them. At least it helped them fight. Oh, that increases melee attack there. Get that. And does he have the one which increases the melee defense of them? 20% resistance for Lava Suit, Lava Trolls, Great Taurus. That's pretty nice. You get that. And get back here. Oh. Oh, my upkeep. Get one Great Taurus. Some Goblin Slaves. Enter. Avalon declares war on Naggrund. I think we're at war with Naggrund because of Hag Grief. What are you going to do, Thoric? We're gonna hunt you down regardless of wherever you go. Over there. Who are you? Amadri Ironbark, Wrath of Nature. I wish it told me where you were. Who are you all with? Fort and Labaris, the last defenders. No, I'm not too worried. Are you like down here or something? No.
Dominance.
Get that.
Dogs will.
Get more Goblin Slaves.
A glorifying act.
Jump over there. Upgrade Shattered Cove. Get that.
The tribe's ready.
You can hop over there.
Ready. You what?
Could you deal with him?
Chaos.
Hmm. Go up there. Get that. Fell cargo. Bloodstained armor of Morcar. Nice. I think we've already got that, don't we? Got it on, you. Yeah, I do. Okay, so apparently the first ever chosen had several suits of armor. Yeah, I guess you could wear that. Like his Sunday best armor or something. Get Reaver's helm, Berserker sword. Okay. Enter. Alador declares war on Naggrund. I hope that's because Naggrund is invading Ulthuan. Probably not. It's like turn 90 something and it looked like the Cult of Pleasure was still around. Mushroom stew. Our army has physical resistance. Okay. Keep chasing them down. Oh no, you actually are on a mount. You're already on a mount. If that's anything to go by. Yeah, 102 speed. Just doesn't list a mount here. So it's sort of built in. Okay, okay. It's a little odd to do it that way, but it's nice that he's on a mount. You both get Bloody Blade. How's down here going? That's perfectly fine. I am going to get... Did they used to be down here? This might have changed in one of the updates, because I'm pretty sure they were down here. Or now they're all up here. Oh. You can get walls, Sea Dragon's Teeth, Great Landing, get that.
The spoilers come.
Carthen, you can get hard to hit.
Spread ruin on them.
Ognag stab. Oh no.
Ruin. Let's be about
Go over there.
Yes.
Move over there as well. He's on a mount too. Nice. Ah. Okay, hello, Skaven. Like, 2 full stacks there? Oh ho. Thoric. You're attacking my Hobgoblin army. Not giving us much of a chance. Let's play this. We don't have our artillery, but I don't know. I feel if we could surround them, we could probably whittle them down. Maybe. They're still dwarves. We have spells, though. I would have liked some more heavy hitters in our army.
Where is Decomposed? Abbott's ready.
Goblins.
The lads are ready.
Hobgoblins.
Abbott's ready.
Sneaky gits. Can I put you all the way back here? No. Put you like there.
Wolf riders.
Riders can go there.
Goblins.
Wolf rider archers can go there. Our bolt throwers can go there.
Ready.
A spellcaster. Since you're on a mount, I can actually send you off with the Wolf riders.
I'm the boss.
You guys aren't, so you can fight with the others. And we have our enforcers, which are our ranged units.
The lads are ready. The lads are ready.
Okay,
Here comes the spell.
like that. Actually, I'll put you 5.
Wolf riders.
There we go. Oh, ground.
Kill 'em.
Okay.
Running. Move out, lads. Gotta kill 'em. Going.
Right, so they attacked me. That means they're going to be coming towards me.
Moving fast.
Got Itchy Nuisance, Flaming Sword of Ruin. I mean, Itchy Nuisance backed up with Sneaky Stab. No, Itchy Nuisance, Flaming Sword of Ruin with Sneaky Stabbing. This does make us deal magical damage. Isn't too good against dwarves.
Goblins. Ready.
Uh-oh.
We is better than them. Moving fast. Let's scrap. Moving fast.
Go over here.
Nasty skulker.
If I could get you around the flank.
We is Gobbo. Running. Wolves win. Shifting. Moving fast. Wolf riders. Running. I'm the boss.
Okay, if you could both, like, sneakily go and backstab Thoric or something, that would be pretty swell.
Nasty skulker.
He's on a big platform, you can't miss him. Actually, have a look at him. Yeah. He's like a, what's it called, a rune priest on a anvil of doom. Got our hobgoblins. Our goblins. Charging the dwarves. They have no fear. Until one of them gets knocked back by the dwarf charge. Hobgoblin Great Khans. Our enforcers. Okay. I think you could probably stop. Yeah. You could stop here and start firing. And our sneaky gits. Oh, hey, look at that. They've actually got, like, robes on. They look pretty cool. It's like a combination of night goblins and, the, sneaky gits of the greenskins. Our wolf riders. Where's our shaman? There he is. Okay, so you go back here. I'm gonna get you to charge that artillery. You two move over there. Sneaky gets to go over there. Unlike the Goblin ones, though, they don't have the smoke bombs.
Right, Simon! This shrew will have ya! Wolf Riders! Moving fast! Going time!
Okay. Deal with their artillery.
Get going!
Yeah, I really gonna want to shoot them.
Sneaky,
Bones.
sneaky! Moving fast! Moving fast! The spells are dead! Bad news! Nasty skulkers! Running!
Okay, they're fled.
Moving fast!
Charge over here.
Talk talks through me! This stinks! Wah! Yeah! We the one! Goblins! Nothing to help!
Where are you fleeing to, slaves? Get back up here.
Bring them to our hides!
I'll kill the lot of them! Wah! Bells ready!
I can't overcast that. How much does that cost? 6.
This one's the biggest! Stab them! This stinks! Right, Simon! Wolf Riders!
Don't flee! Cowards!
Goblins! Running! Moving fast! We ain't better than them! Let's run! I'm the best! Shifting! Get going! Let's run! Right then! Move out, running!
Charge them.
Moving fast! Shifting!
Charge them.
We ain't gobos!
Charge them.
Gonna kill her! Take that! I've done it! Here's Gallows! Let's run!
Just keep attacking. Thoric.
Right, Simon!
Perhaps I was expecting my units to do a bit too much.
Moving fast!
You're not gonna.
Spell stack!
I don't even have any units to cast my spells on anymore.
Let's fight! Gonna kill him!
Rallying.
This stinks! Mark's beats!
He's gonna have a lot of magic resistance. Yeah, 55. Now. What damage?
Got a plan! What now? Big boss! Gonna kill him! Gonna kill him!
Well, focus on
He's moving fast!
attacking the other units.
Right. I'll get the snot
Stick it with some arrows. Okay, have to aim up a little higher. A bit higher. Oh, here's a nice unit. There we go.
Split them in two!
Go. Get out of here.
moving fast!
Can attack them.
Right, Simon!
And we'll leave them feeling really, really itchy.
This one's a biggie! Right, lads are ready!
Yeah, they pretty... Yeah.
Clearing off.
Oh dear, we only killed 266 of them. Ugh. Only 123 for the cutthroats? I was expecting the hobgoblins to do a bit better than that. 112 for the slaves. 3, 4, 11 for the enforcers. 21, 7, 18, 19. I need to like compare the stats of hobgoblins versus goblins. I think I did that last time and I found that they're pretty much just goblins, but that might have changed in the several months since I last played as them. I wonder how many weapon teams are in those Skaven armies up there. Ah! Well, the forces of chaos have arrived. Masters of slavery. Rise of chaos. Rise of chaos. Did I say tails? So yes, I have chaos invasions on large. On a legendary size, so we're going to have quite a few armies spawning. This is the first wave. But they're all up in the north, and we're actually allied with them because, you know, Chaos Dwarves and Chaos get along with each other. So. Do they like me as a Chaos Dwarf? Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, we're not at war with them. So, that's a positive. Maybe they'll move down and attack Rictus clan nest, because there's this pathway along the side here which they can move through.
Yes, boss.
Burn the world together.
Plan scheme.
Yeah, that's quite a few rattling guns. Warp fire throwers, warp lightning cannons.
Blame you, you.
Fun.
What you want? I serve. You're the boss.
Go over here.
Now is
I don't think we can
chaos.
open up in talks with Chaos. They don't. They don't do diplomacy, but we're not at war with them. Yeah. Also, if you play with the Chaos Dwarves, you'll notice some of the armies here are actually Chaos Dwarves. You will get
Spread ruin on them. Destruction for all. Now is
doubles
chaos.
of some of the lords. Here's Zart in the black over here, and he is also down there with us, but you also get some hobgoblin armies in there, along with normal chaos. I think there's a bit more variety there.
Special.
It's pretty neat. I don't know how much their
Yes.
armies have changed. We didn't actually lose our lord from that, so that's a positive. He can run over there in shame, and we can let Warhack deal with this. It's easy, I'll just it's all. Get out of here.
Let's be
Put them to chains. Master of Karakazul. The undergrounds of Karakazul are now much safer to travel if you're an enemy of the Dawi. Plus 5% physical resistance for all units in Lord's army, and plus 5 magic resistance. It's nice.
Destruction for all.
You can get Eye the Gods. And you can get Guest Specialist. Not like I'm doing anything else with you. And yeah, sure, let's get a Fell Reunion. I've been holding off on getting this because, as you can see, the former kin of Dawi Zharr called these lands home, and there is no love lost between the two peoples. Minus 150 diplomatic relations with dwarves. We're already at war with Karak. Doubles experience gained for units when fighting against dwarves, and causes frenzy when fighting against dwarves. Lord's army.
Are you a god? This is why.
Go up here. Is that a mod that gives traits for minor faction leaders? I believe it's built into the mods which add the faction leaders, the minor faction leaders. So the mod which adds Thoric Ironbrow, I can't remember which one it is. Ixu's Legendary Lords, perhaps? That just might be my generic go-to. One of the major ones. Yes, it is, actually. Mixu's Legendary Lords, Part 1. And Cazador Dragon Slayer and Thoric Ironbrow. So the defeat traits would be part of that. There's a Part 1 and Part 2 of that. Actually, just link that in chat. There you go. It adds a bunch. The first part adds a bunch of lords to the Empire for all the different minor factions there. Also adds some extra heroes. Taurox, the Brass Bull. You will need Mixu's faction unlocker. Or Mixu's unlocker to be able to play as those factions. So that will be required as well. Otherwise, so we added it to the campaign, but we won't be able to play as the minor factions.
Who should we attack?
So let me see. Hold on, cutthroats. 26, 21, 24 weapon strength. Yeah, they're not really. Yeah. How do they compare against Orc Slaves? And more leadership, more speed. 1 less melee attack. 10 less melee, 10 less weapon strength. A 7 less charge bonus. But they get 3 more melee attack when they're winning a battle. So they do fight harder. 10% base weapon damage. Let's see, 10% of weapon strength 24. Be like 2 points, so they'd have 26. It's still not as high as an Orcs. To get some bigger units in your armies. I get some Great Taurus, since they have blazing body. And I'll get Hobgoblin, Wolf Raider Archers. Upgrade that. And here we will get what about this? Blessings of Fury Bestowed. Or should we get something which will buffer our Hobgoblins? Melee defense increase for Hobgoblins. Weapon strength plus 10% increase for Hobgoblins. Yeah, sure, we'll get that. Alliance of Disorder. The wretched allies and mercenaries of the Dawi Zharr can also benefit from their training and tactics. Enter. No problem. If anyone has any questions of WODs or anything which they see in this, feel free to ask. Asking for peace again. I'm tempted just to give you so I can focus on the chaos, on the dwarves. I don't have to worry about you coming up from the south. Yeah, sure, whatever. Just get out of here, Kalina. Go hunt some vampires somewhere. Or lizardmen. Why is that sea purple? Ostermark gets a military alliance with Karazakarak. And Skaven are raiding Mount Greyhag. Okay, how many turns would it take to get? Probably 3. No, 2 turns. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to
ready. Yes, my rule
jump you
is
over to here.
ours.
I'm going to remove that unit of goblins. I'm going to move you up to here. We'll say goodbye to one of our hell cannons.
Unto
And I
slaughter.
am going to get a Dreadquake Mortar. Which is going to cost me 653 upkeep, which means I'm going to have to get rid of some other units. I am going to disband you. I want that Dreadquake Mortar.
Me.
That actually helps with my other army, so that's fine. Get that. Shattered Cove. Get that. That. How many more turns until a growth point? 3. Okay, that's fine. In turn. Skaven Rebellion. Ratocrat gets a military alliance with Reichland. Here they come. Whether I should just let them have Mount Greyhag. Oh, Plague. Lovely. Damn Skaven. Ugh. Can't you ally with us? The creatures of chaos.
60
Though I
power to you.
did declare war on you, I guess, so
For chaos.
you don't go giving us the plague.
What?
Yeah, we'll just sit here, because I want that Dreadquake Mortar. Can I get something else in this army? Might get rid of the Goblin Slaves and just keep the Orc Slaves. Can we get... We could get some Ogre Slaves in this. That would take 2 turns to recruit. Yeah, no, we don't have the Black Orc mercenaries up there yet. You get Colossus. I think that would take 2 turns to recruit as well, though.
The spoilers come.
Where is it? Yep, Colossus. There it is. Unbreakable has armor sundering. Infernal Guard. Naphtha bombs. Have 8 ammunition. Actually, I might get some of them. They sound pretty neat.
Ruin.
Where are they? Hang on. Oh, I can't get them. Oh, we need to... Right, curry favor. There we go. Send off 1,200 slaves. We'll also send off another 1,300 we can get Drazhoath the Ashen. Infernal Guard units replace 20% health after battle. You know what? Sure. Gonna cut into my income, but... apparently we can't recruit them. We might have to wait a turn. Oh, there we go. Get those. There we go. Infernal Ironsworn. The personal bodyguard of the Covenant of Sorcerer Prophets that make up the ruling echelons of the Legion of Asgore. You can also get Drazhoath the Ashen. First sent to the Black Fortress in effective exile, Drazhoath fell out of political power and standing, but has since risen to become its new lord through his innate cunning and bitter, ruthless ambition. +3 hero recruit rank for Demon Smiths. Lord's army. Plus minus 50% upkeep for Chaos Dwarf warriors. Chaos Dwarf warriors great weapon unit. And plus 10 melee attack for such units as well. Immortals sound fun. Yeah, I should get some of them. They're great axe units with immune to psychology. Missile resistance. Fire resistance. Again, I guess they're like Longbeards? More heavily armored than the Infernal Guard. That's quite a bit though. 340. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, we got these two. Because the other unit, the Dreadquake Mortars arriving next turn, I want both of my armies to be able to move by next turn, so I really only want to recruit a unit. Can we recruit it in one turn? And we've got a Lamasu in the other army, and they're kind of expensive upkeep-wise. I think I'll keep it with that. His army should mostly be slaves, at least for the moment.
Nasty magic's ready.
You can move up here.
Now.
Oh, just wait for next turn and watch our armies get the plague. Why do I keep going to the negative? Fine, I won't have my Great Taurus. Get out of here.
Special.
I won't have them. I'm gonna want them anyway. The Great Taurus make a nice combination with Law of Fire because they have a blazing body ability on them, which lowers the enemy's which gives the enemy weakness to fire damage. So you could. My plan was to have them nearby and stack it on top of them. Oh, Court of Labaris have been defeated. Is that why they kept asking for peace? Attacked by Clan Vulcan? What do you have? Charmed Shield, Shadow Magnet, Trinket, Potion of Healing, Plague Monks, Eshin Triad, Warp Grinders, Clan Rats, Rattling Guns, Gutter Runners, Warp Fire Throwers, 2 Slave Slingers, Doom Flayers, and Warp Lightning Cannons. You outrange us with the Rattling Guns, I think. 145, 100, yeah. We'll resolve it. Wonder how many weapon teams they have. Yeah, this game would like to stack up those weapon teams. It'd be kind of annoying. I remember when I played the Skaven on tabletop, you could only have a weapon team if you had a unit of Clan Rats to attach the weapon team to. Or a basic unit to attach them to. Yep. Zartan, you've gotten the flu. Is wonderful.
Destruction for all.
Who defeated you? Oh, more Sleep's Howls. Okay.
You have my favor.
Against council orders.
2 more Rattling Guns, 2 more Warp Fire Throwers. How many do you have? 3, 5.
No.
5 Rattling Guns and Warp Fire Throwers. Get invasion. How many turns are you going to have the plague for? It doesn't say.
Yes.
You've just got it. If I... Or was I looking at the wrong thing? Guess it just lasts. Don't know for how long. I could...
You have my favor.
Send you both over here and attack you as quickly as possible. With both of you...
Let's be about this.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Best to attack just before the attrition sets in. So, if I lose the army, whatever. We can just replenish. We can just recruit it again. Warp Cannon is so annoying. Currently, you've got a full stack of Incendiary Fire Mages or Sun Dragons for Imric's army then to see he has a skill that gives minus 25% fire resistance. Hopefully it'll be OP as hell. Incendiary, yeah, that's one of the unique traits high elves can get. I can't remember what it does. I'm guessing it like lowers fire resistance or something. Fire resistance is one of those ones which can actually go into taking extra damage. Well, it's actually the only one which does that. Go there. Get spread out. They have artillery. I didn't see. You've got naphtha bombs. You're in wide formation. Okay. Spread out there. Spread out there. Got one hell cannon. Our Kadai destroyer. You can go there. Zart and the Black go there. Kareth Iron Helm there. And Unkillable too. You can go up there. Okay. You can see there's like this fiery effect around from the Kadai destroyer. Which is, it's this. It's a Minotaur. I think it's kind of pretty much how it looked like in artwork. You can sort of see the artwork down there. It's sort of like a, I think it's like a big metal beast with like fire coming out of it. So, a big Minotaur makes sense. It's got Berserk, it's unbreakable. Does it actually have fear or, oh no, it does. I was looking at the wrong unit. It's got Terror, Immune to Psychology, Unbreakable, Frenzy, Blazing Body. That's the ability I was talking about on the Great Taurus. 75% fire resistance, 35% magic resistance. Okay. So you're attacking me. You have artillery? You do. You have a warp lightning cannon. We should outrange that. Oh no! It's got like 10 extra range. Splatter rat.
Fight another time.
Can I like move you up a little bit more and have you attack that warp lightning cannon? Really don't want them using that. Trait that gives plus 100% weapon damage, plus 100 charge, and plus 15 melee attack. I think it's OP as hell trait though. Yeah, I seem to remember that. Yeah, it does give a lot of bonuses, that one. It's nice. I don't think I've ever actually had a character with it. Certainly a nice one to have. Warp fire throws. Warp fire throws, rattling guns. Yeah, just shoot them. You're just going to tear apart my berserkers. Because of course you will.
Your mortal vengeance on more. Wage more. Inspiring. Kill them all.
Okay. Star Destroyer. Charge in. I want you to get there. I want you to get there. I want you on the flank. Just get in. Getting into melee means that you're not going to be getting shot by their range as much. At least that's the plan.
Glory. Seas of blood. We're off. Slayer of mortal. Balefire.
Okay, we haven't killed any of them, but good. Find some of your naphtha bombs.
Time to despoil.
You have nice shields.
Horns bloody. Name your demand. Name of power. Horns honor. My God's call.
Charge them.
Vengeance men. Chaos come. Exalted hero. I don't fail. Bring their heads. The world will turn. Up Chaos warriors.
Good. You're just gonna have to
Nargos pestilent glory.
chase down all of their
I will ravage them. Meet their souls.
all of their weapon teams. If we keep chasing them, eventually they'll hit the wall, and they won't be able to run any further. Where's my...
What you want?
Damn Doomslayers, get out of here. Katana Destroyer. Okay. Yep. Charge.
There will be done. I command here. Demons will come.
Good, good.
Skulls for the skulls road. Ready.
Move up.
What? Move fast. Rats bring skulls and corn.
Keep charging. My Katana Destroyer's got 60 speed, so we can catch up to them. Fireball against them.
Let us bring about an infernal gate. Chaos reign. By God's call, your will. Slaughter them.
Good. There we go. Hell cannon.
Choppers ready. Going.
How much do their
Divided.
missiles do? 47. Armor piercing is 0. 25 base explosive damage. Armor piercing explosive damage is 10. Oh, armor piercing missile damage, yes. Because they're getting hit by a satchel. It's not like that's going to pierce armor. But the explosion will pierce armor.
Come back!
Get out of here.
I'm brave, but look now.
I wish I had some cavalry to chase them down. Or the rattling guns are going to run off. Ah, whatever. Probably finish the campaign to go straight for it and have a play around. I don't often really complete campaigns myself. I always just sort of muck around in them for a bit. I don't even really follow the campaign objectives. I usually just pick a direction and go for it. I like to see what changes every time I play it. And mess around with the AI's alliances and try to... I suppose it's, in some ways, at least in my mind, I like to think, I try to foster wars between factions which would normally be allies, but you can't really do that. Put to chains. That's actually quite nice. We wiped out the whole army because of that.
Spread ruin on them.
Deadly Blade. I thought maybe we wouldn't because they were attacking us, but they intercepted us, so I guess we ended up doing so.
Destruction for all.
I am going to send you over here as well.
Moving.
There we go.
Nasty magic ready.
And you can go
Oh, get out.
over to Darkhold. Hobgoblin Khan. Oh, that's you. You can get Precise. Oh, and the other one.
They'll see.
Yeah, Precise as well. Enter. A Gorbel unit looks quite cool, possibly Doom Stackable. Maybe. I don't tend to build Doom Stacks myself. If other people want to do that, that's fine. I don't know how fast it is compared to normal Minotaurs. Gorbels. Because it's got around 60 speed or so. And if you want Doom Stacks, I think artillery is the best way to go. You can just destroy them all before they get into melee. They've run off. Oh, the plague! You've gotten over the plague. Hooray! Okay. Get rid of that. Get the settlement back. We get a Mammoth Chamber. Reaver's Helm. You can get Scouting.
Yes, my ruinous powers.
Durglost.
Need my
Engine
token
Bolt.
stash.
Can we recruit something in your army? Get some Kadai Fireborn.
Spread ruin on them.
Bowseeker. Get Piercing Bolts of Burning. Zartan, you can get Dark Mountain Denizens.
They will be dominated.
Great Mount Greyhag. You can get that. Can't run all the way up there.
Agreed. Mortals will quail.
I ambush them.
Forward unto slaughter. This is
Try. Actually, I might send you up
Tribe's
here.
ready. Dog wants me over there.
You can lay an ambush as well. Because I prefer not to have to chase them all over the place. Enter. Now, are our ambushes going to be successful? Well, I think one of them ran past us and then detected us and decided to keep going. So we'll be able to get one of them. The other one... Depends which one it was. One of them had... weapon teams in it. The other one had Storm Vermin, I think. If this is Storm Vermin,
No, greasy.
it is.
Never wrong.
That one has one unit of Storm Vermin, but mostly weapon teams. I think you can deal with that. Your ambush chance is actually rather low, 40%.
Yeah, on it.
Well, try anyway.
They will be dominated.
You can get specialist. And go and attack them. Run away, but we'll chase them down.
Move.
Okay.
No, need my warp token stash.
And we'll play this battle because we've got the Dreadquake, so I want to show that off. This will probably be the last battle for tonight. It's getting rather late. Oh. More Storm Vermin, a Death Runner unit, some Night Runners, 2 Artilleries. Okay. Get you. Can go there. Get you there.
Features many
You
glories.
there. You there.
Slay every mortal.
You there. Dreadquake there.
Khorne's bloody glory.
The
Chaos is magic. Chaos sorcerer.
Iron Demon up there. It's here. Go over there.
What?
Go there. You can go over there. And the Lamasu. Okay.
I command here.
Hold ground. And you. Okay. So, before we start, we've got a Dreadquake Mortar. This is pretty cool. It's actually got a full custom model. And it moves. The turret turns around. This is what some of the other, I think, like the Iron Demon War Engine's supposed to look like. It's the Iron Demon War Engine's supposed to look like a steam train type vehicle. A Dreadquake Mortar looks like this. It's a massive mortar on a train carriage. And this is the shots it fires. These massive bombs. But it's a very nice custom model. Can't remember who actually did it, but yeah. Very good job on it. If you spin it, as I said, the turret actually turns to aim at the target, so... And it's also already just fired its shot. Yeah, you can see the big bomb there. Okay, let's see what it will annihilate. There we go. Oh, I missed! Oh, boo! Check the Storm Vermin. It's got a low rate of fire, and it's only got a few shots. Where is it? There, yeah, it starts with 9 ammunition, at least in our army at the moment. And it's got a reload time of 48 seconds. It's very slow firing. Did I miss it? I think so. There we go. These hit. There we go. Splat. There's 12 left out of that unit of 120. Even better during a siege, because they will be clustered up in large blobs and you just... Boom! That might actually be a bit weaker than it used to be. The effect of it shooting is actually a bit different too. It's got some different animations on the explosion. Oh dear, front ranks. Well, there goes my slaves. What are you shooting at? Shoot at them. Yeah, and you can charge after there. Firing again? Or maybe it did fire and I missed it. Yeah, it's a really nice model. What's the range of it? 540. There's, yeah.
Slanesh's perverse glory
Also move around.
for the Chaos Gods.
And the wheels are all animated.
Take up, direct me.
Shooting at over there. Something that's going to be dead. There we go. 264 kills. Oh, it can do, yeah, shoot fire while moving too.
Blows on the sheep.
So you don't even need to be stationary with it. Aiming to here though. Aiming that direction might be a bad idea, or hit its own steam stack. I don't think so. I think the shot will go through it, but
My God's call.
are you going to be able to dodge? Yep. Nice, a victory. Yeah, 264 kills. Nice. And a lot of losses to our Goblin Slaves. Oops. Oh well. We got the most kills in their army. 11 for their Storm Vermin with Halberds. Put the chains.
Destruction for
And we can get, yeah, Dawi Zharr regiment training.
you dare.
Get piercing bolts of burning level 2.
For chaos.
I'll send you up here. And you can lay an ambush as well.
Mortals will quail.
End turn. Do I have anything else I want to do? Can we spend any money up here? We can. Yeah, get the tannery. Get the port. Get the walls. Can we do anything with the with flayed rock? It is currently upgrading. Fortress of Vorag. We need 5 points for that, so 7 more turns. And Mount Grey Hag. Don't accept slaves at the moment. Okay. Well, I think since the next battle is going to be based on whether the ambushes work or not, we'll save it there and we'll continue with Chaos Dwarves next time. Ugh. A bit of progress. We've dealt with Malus, and now we're fighting against Clan Rictus. Hopefully we can deal with them pretty quickly, once, depending on how fast I can get rid of that army running around. I might send Warhack up to deal with their capital. And then after that, I don't know. Usually I suppose I go for Karak. There's other holds. There's actually unique buildings we can get in each of the major dwarf holds. So getting Karak would be nice. There is a building there which we can it also. Anyway, I will thank you very much for joining, and I hope you'll join me again next time.